Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by the shop. This is just a real quick follow-up video to the TUBALCAIN tip / build, which was the counterweight for the drill press table. Great comments from the views, and I thought I would do a follow-up because there was just some things that should share, and a lot of people don't read all the comments. So quick recap here. If you recall, I ended up drilling a hole and having my pulley sit on a shaft, and then I ended up putting a washer on the one side, welded it so it was flat, and then drilled and tapped and had a retainer so that the axle would stay retained in the column. The shaft, welded a tab on the end, bolted it there, some PVC tubing for spacers, and we got a pulley set up. Well, viewer comment, which was very smart, suggested that I could have slotted for the axle. The axle would have sat right there, and then what I could have done was gone ahead and cut a groove in the axle, and then that would have sat right down and the groove would have locked on the sidewalls. So I could basically lift it in and out very easily for actually putting the counterweight in or doing any kind of maintenance or anything like that, rather than trying to fight getting the spacers that I put on it and get everything in place while holding the counterweight. So I just wanted to call that out in case anybody attempts a build. It was a heck of a comment, and I really appreciate it. And I was kidding my response, how come you weren't there at the R&D meeting? Just to follow up too, there's many ways to do this counterweight pulley system. TUBALCAIN showed his system. Randy Richards showed another way to do it. Tons of ways to skin a cat. Just happened that mine, that a square column could sit on top of the drill press head. And I'm not a big guy of modifying things. I don't like drilling holes in machines or welding on them or stuff. I like to see if I can create something that works and is just an add-on to the machine. So the other item of discussion that came up was don't saddle a dead horse. And I heard the saying there. I didn't know what it meant. Again, another viewer went and found a website that discusses cable. Of course, I'm just showing a demonstration here with a rope, and this is the incorrect way to attach a cable clamp. If you view, this is the saddle, and this is the dead horse. The tail is the dead horse. All of the live action is on this cable here. So if this is clamped like that, it's possible that the pressure of this clamp going in would tear the fibers of the cable, and now you have a situation where the cable could fail. If it's saddled correctly, as you can see now, the live horse, there's no issue of damaging the cable, and the pinch on the dead horse is not an issue. So I thought I would share that with you. I learned something from doing this. Honestly, the little bit of weight that I have on the cables, and I put 3 clamps on it, it's not going to fail. But it was a good learning experience. I never paid attention to that. I've got a whole drawer full of cable clamps, and I thought I'd share that with you guys. One other thing, while I've got these, if you noticed, I marked up the column there with the paint marker. I've had this mark saw in my workbench here, I don't know how many years, 10, maybe 10 years, long time. I purchased this Milwaukee ink saw when I was building the arbor press stand. This guy is dead. it's not even a year old. Ball still moves, flat out dead. This guy's been in my cabinet, like I said, for maybe 10 years, and it's still good. So if you're going to buy a paint marker, don't waste your money on these Milwaukees. I'd get a Marksol unit. Okay, other than that, I just wanted to share stuff. I just thought I'd show you my little scribe that I made. I've got a lot of these needles, and this works really nice for doing real fine work. Fun little project. All right, that's it for my follow-up on it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks for stopping by. In closing, I thought I would just share this with you. A couple pairs of vice grips that I picked up at the flea market some time ago. But I added copper jaws to this guy. And I got to tell you, it's a lifesaver. I've done quite a bit of different grabs with this where it doesn't damage the stud or something that you're hooking onto, and still get lots of pressure, both on the big radius here and on the small. So I thought I'd just share that with you. Real simple thing. Just take the hammer and start tapping, and works out really good. So, okay, now we're going. A little bonus to throw in there.